Before Allah raises you where everyone can see, He often breaks you where nobody is watching. He removes your comfort. He exposes your weaknesses. He allows people to underestimate you. And for a while, it may feel as if your life is moving backward. But what if this hidden season is not your punishment? What if Allah is preparing your character for a position your current heart could not safely carry? Because public elevation is not only about receiving attention, it is about surviving attention without losing your sincerity. It is about receiving respect without becoming proud. It is about entering rooms that once rejected you without carrying hatred inside your heart. Listen carefully. There are signs that often appear before a person's life begins changing publicly. Some of these signs may feel like loss. Some may feel like pressure. And one may already be happening in your life right now. Stay until the end, because the final sign may completely change the way you see the place that once humiliated you. Lesson 1. Allah will hide you before He reveals you. Sometimes, the first sign of preparation is not attention. It is silence. Nobody notices you. Nobody praises your effort. Nobody understands what you are becoming. You may feel forgotten. You may wonder why your hard work is not producing visible results. You may look at other people moving forward while your own life appears to be standing still. But being hidden does not always mean being rejected. Sometimes Allah allows a person to remain unseen because there is important work that must happen inside them first. A seed does not begin its life above the ground. It begins in darkness. Before anyone sees its leaves, it grows roots. Those roots are not beautiful. Nobody takes pictures of them. Nobody praises them. But without strong roots, the plant will fall when the wind becomes strong. Your hidden season may be your root-building season. Allah may be teaching you how to pray when nobody is watching. He may be teaching you how to keep working without applause. He may be teaching you how to remain sincere when there is no reward from people. He may be teaching you how to trust Him when your future is still unclear. Public elevation without private preparation can destroy a person. Attention can expose pride. Money can expose greed. Influence can expose insecurity. Praise can expose a weak intention. This is why the hidden season matters. In private, you discover who you truly are. When nobody is clapping, will you still do what is right? When nobody is encouraging you, will you still continue? When nobody sees your sacrifice, will you still believe it matters? These are not small questions. Your answers are building the person you will become. Do not waste this season by constantly asking, when will people notice me? Ask a better question. What is Allah teaching me while nobody notices me? Maybe He is teaching you patience. Maybe He is strengthening your discipline. Maybe He is removing your need for approval. Maybe He is helping you develop a skill that will become important later. Maybe He is protecting you from receiving attention before your heart is ready to carry it. Many people want to be revealed, but they do not want to be refined. They want the platform, but not the preparation. They want respect, but not responsibility. They want the result, but not the private struggle that produces it. Do not rush to leave the hidden place. Use it, build in it, pray in it, learn in it, heal in it, correct your character in it. Your private habits will eventually become your public strength. A person who only works when people are watching will collapse when attention changes. But a person who learned to work for Allah can remain steady in every season. Here is a simple technique for your hidden season. Choose 4 areas. First, choose one private act of worship. It may be a quiet prayer, a small amount of Quran, sincere istighfar, or a dua that nobody knows about. Second, choose one skill to improve. Study it every day, even when progress feels slow. Third, choose one weakness in your character. It may be anger, jealousy, laziness, pride, or the need to impress people. Work on it honestly. Fourth, choose one good action that you will stop announcing. Do it only for Allah. This will train your heart. You do not have to tell everyone what you are building. Some dreams grow better in silence. Some changes become weaker when they are explained too early. Some blessings need protection before they need publicity. Do not confuse silence with absence. Allah can be working deeply in a life that looks completely ordinary from the outside. Your room may feel small, your audience may feel small, your opportunities may feel small, but the person being formed inside that small place may one day carry something much greater. Remember, however, that not every hidden season is a guarantee of future fame. Public elevation is not always celebrity. It may be respect, influence, restored dignity, a trusted position, or the ability to benefit more people. Only Allah knows what He has written for you. Your responsibility is not to predict the size of your future. Your responsibility is to become trustworthy with whatever Allah gives you. So remain faithful in the unseen. Keep improving, keep serving, keep praying, keep your heart clean. When the right time comes, you will not need to force people to see what Allah has developed inside you. The fruit will reveal what the hidden roots were doing all along. Lesson 2. The people who underestimated you will start watching. There may come a moment when the people who ignored you begin to pay attention. They may not praise you. They may not admit they were wrong. They may never apologize for the way they treated you. But they will start watching. They will notice that you no longer react the same way. They will notice that your confidence has changed. They will notice that you are becoming disciplined, peaceful, focused, and difficult to distract. This is important because real growth becomes visible before it becomes public. People often feel change before they understand it. They notice when you stop begging for their approval. They notice when you stop explaining every decision. They notice when you become less available for disrespect. They notice when your words become calmer and your actions become stronger. The people who underestimated you were often comfortable with the older version of you. That version may have doubted itself. That version may have accepted poor treatment. That version may have spoken about dreams but struggled to take action. That version may have needed everyone to agree before moving forward. But when you begin changing, the old relationship becomes uncomfortable. Some people will become curious. Some will become inspired. Some will become defensive. Some will quietly wait for you to fail. This is where your character will be tested. Do not turn your improvement into a performance for those who doubted you. Do not wake up every morning thinking, "I will show them." That may give you energy for a short time, but it will also keep your heart connected to the same people you claim you have outgrown. You are not growing to punish them. You are growing to obey Allah, fulfill your responsibilities, and become the person you were meant to become. Revenge-based motivation is still a form of dependence. When your entire success is built around proving someone wrong, that person is still controlling your direction. A stronger mindset says, "I do not need to prove my worth. I need to live with excellence." Let your actions speak. When people underestimate you, the natural response is to defend yourself. You want to explain your plans. You want to show them your potential. You want to describe everything you will achieve. But potential is only a promise. Consistency is evidence. Stop trying to win arguments about your future. Build the future. There is great power in becoming quiet and serious, not angry, not bitter, not arrogant, just focused. You may have spent years asking people to believe in you. Now you must learn to believe that your duty matters even when they do not understand it. Their doubt cannot cancel what Allah has written. Their opinion cannot close a door Allah has opened. Their laughter cannot make your sincere effort meaningless. But you must also remain humble. Sometimes people underestimate us because they do not know us. Sometimes they misunderstand us, and sometimes their criticism contains something useful. Do not assume every person who questions you is an enemy. Listen carefully. Take the truth. Leave the disrespect. If someone says you lack discipline and you truly lack discipline, improve it. If someone says your plan needs work and it truly needs work, correct it. Humility does not mean accepting humiliation. It means being honest enough to learn, even from uncomfortable feedback. When people begin watching you, do not become obsessed with their eyes. Their attention can become another trap. You may begin posting every achievement. You may start making decisions just to create an image. You may become more concerned with appearing successful than becoming useful. Guard yourself from this. Allah does not need you to create a false picture. Real growth has evidence. You keep your promises. You control your anger. You arrive on time. You complete what you begin. You become more generous. You speak with respect. You stop blaming everyone. You take responsibility. You become closer to Allah, not only more impressive to people. Use this simple technique. Replace arguments with evidence. When someone doubts your discipline, do not give a long speech. Follow your routine. When someone doubts your ability, improve your skill. When someone doubts your character, respond with patience. When someone says you will quit, continue quietly. Every day, complete one action that supports the person you are becoming. One page, one workout, one application, one prayer on time, one difficult conversation handled with wisdom, one promise kept. Small evidence repeated over time becomes a strong reputation. You should also prepare 3 responses for people who underestimated you. The first response is silence. Not every comment deserves an answer. The second response is kindness. You do not need to become cruel to show that you are strong. The third response is distance. Some people do not need an argument. They need less access to your life. Choose the response that protects your faith, peace, and purpose. When those people begin watching, do not become proud. Remember your weakest days. Remember your mistakes. Remember how much help you needed. Remember that any ability, opportunity, or progress you possess is from Allah. Public respect can disappear quickly. A clean heart is more valuable. The goal is not to make your doubters feel small. The goal is to become so grounded that their doubt no longer controls you. One day, the people who laughed may ask how you did it. The people who ignored you may repeat your words. The people who refused to support you may suddenly behave as if they always believed in you. You will be tempted to expose them. You will be tempted to remind them of the past, but your elevation will be more beautiful when it does not make you ugly. Let your progress answer them. Let your peace confuse them. Let your discipline teach them. Let your character show that Allah did not only change your position, He changed you. Lesson 3. Your private tests will become more intense. Before a person is trusted with more, the hidden parts of their character often come under pressure. This pressure may feel confusing. You are trying to improve, yet life becomes harder. You are praying more, yet your patience is tested more. You are becoming serious about your purpose, yet distractions seem to increase. You are asking Allah for a higher level, yet you begin facing deeper battles inside yourself. Do not immediately assume this means you are moving in the wrong direction. Sometimes, pressure reveals what comfort allowed you to hide. It is easy to believe you are patient when nobody annoys you. It is easy to believe you are humble when nobody praises you. It is easy to believe you are honest when dishonesty offers you no benefit. It is easy to believe you trust Allah when everything is happening according to your plan. The test makes the hidden condition visible. Your private tests matter because your public position may one day affect other people. If you cannot control your anger in a small room, what will happen when hundreds of people depend on your decisions? If you become proud after receiving one compliment, what will happen when thousands of people admire you? If you break your principles for a small amount of money, what will happen when a larger opportunity is placed before you? If you betray trust when nobody knows your name, why should you be trusted when your name becomes respected? This does not mean you must become perfect before Allah blesses you. Nobody is perfect. It means you must become honest about your weaknesses and willing to work on them. The dangerous person is not the person who has weaknesses. The dangerous person is the person who refuses to admit them. Private tests often target the exact place that needs healing. If you depend too much on approval, you may experience rejection. If you struggle with control, you may face uncertainty. If you are impatient, you may experience delay. If you carry pride, you may enter a season where you need help. If you avoid responsibility, you may face consequences that force you to grow. The test is not always punishment. Sometimes it is training. But we must be careful. We cannot claim to know the exact reason behind every hardship. Only Allah knows the full wisdom. Our role is to respond in a way that brings us closer to Him. Ask yourself, what is this situation revealing about me? Not only, why is this happening to me? Maybe the situation reveals that you react too quickly. Maybe it reveals that your confidence disappears when people criticize you. Maybe it reveals that you worship Allah with energy when life is easy, but become careless when you are disappointed. Maybe it reveals that you speak about forgiveness, but secretly carry resentment for years. This awareness is a gift if you use it correctly. Do not hate yourself when you discover a weakness. Correct it. Shame says, I am a terrible person. Responsibility says, this part of me needs work. One traps you, the other transforms you. A private test may involve a temptation nobody else can see. You could lie and escape a consequence. You could take something that is not yours. You could betray someone's trust. You could watch what you know is harmful. You could communicate secretly with someone in a way that damages your faith. You could pretend to be righteous publicly while feeding a completely different life privately. In those moments, your real audience is Allah. Public elevation is dangerous when private corruption is growing. A person may hide an action from people, but nothing is hidden from Allah. The purpose of this reminder is not to make you hopeless. It is to bring you back before the hidden action becomes a public fall. Repent quickly. Do not protect your sin with excuses. Do not keep saying, everybody does it. Everybody will not answer for you. You will answer for yourself. The private test may also be emotional. Someone provokes you. Someone disrespects you. Someone receives the opportunity you wanted. Someone appears to be living the life you prayed for. Jealousy begins speaking inside you. This is a serious moment. Your mouth may remain silent while your heart becomes angry at another person's blessing. Catch that feeling early. Say, Ya Allah, bless them and purify my heart. Give me what is best for me at the right time. This does not mean the pain disappears instantly. It means you refuse to let pain become poison. Here is a practical method for intense private tests. First, pause before responding. When you feel anger, fear, jealousy, or temptation, do not make an immediate decision. Take a breath. Make wudu if possible. Leave the room. Delay the message. Give your faith time to speak before your emotion takes control. Second, name the real test. Say to yourself, this is not only a difficult person, this is a test of my patience. Or, this is not only a delayed opportunity, this is a test of my trust. Naming the test helps you move from reaction to awareness. Third, choose a private standard. Decide who you will be when nobody is watching. For example, I will not lie to protect my image. I will not betray someone because I feel lonely. I will not speak badly about another person's success. I will not abandon prayer because I feel disappointed. A standard decided before temptation is stronger than a decision made during temptation. Fourth, review your day honestly. Before sleeping, ask, where did I control myself today? Where did I lose control? What do I need to repair? Who do I need to apologize to? What do I need to repent from? This is not a daily court where you destroy yourself. It is a daily mirror where you correct yourself. Fifth, Keep one act of worship completely private. Public religious language can sometimes make a person feel more righteous than they truly are. A hidden good deed protects sincerity. Pray when nobody knows. Give quietly. Make dua for someone who hurt you. Help a person who cannot repay you. Private goodness strengthens the heart against private temptation. Do not be shocked when your old habits fight back. The version of you that loves comfort will resist discipline. The version of you that loves attention will resist sincerity. The version of you that loves control will resist surrender. Growth can feel like a battle because something inside you is losing power. Stay patient. You may fail one day, return the next day. You may react badly, apologize and learn. You may fall into an old habit, repent and build a stronger boundary. The believer is not someone who never struggles. The believer continues returning to Allah through the struggle. Your private test is preparing your private strength, and private strength is what protects public elevation. A strong public image cannot save a weak private life, but a sincere private life can carry you when public opinion changes. So when the tests become more intense, do not only ask Allah to remove them, ask Him to improve you through them. Ask for wisdom, ask for patience, ask for protection from pride, ask for sincerity, ask for the strength to pass the test in a way that pleases Him. The pressure may be revealing the cracks that must be repaired before greater responsibility arrives. Let Allah correct you in private so that success does not expose you in public. Lesson 4. Allah will remove those who cannot handle your rise. Not everyone who begins the journey with you will complete it with you. This truth can hurt. You may have imagined certain people standing beside you forever. You may have shared your dreams with them. You may have supported them during their weakest moments. You may have believed that when your own season changed, they would celebrate with you. But growth changes relationships. When you become more disciplined, people who benefited from your lack of boundaries may become uncomfortable. When you become confident, people who controlled you through insecurity may become angry. When you stop accepting disrespect, people who were used to mistreating you may say that you have changed. And they may be right. You have changed. The important question is whether you changed for the better. Sometimes, Allah allows distance to enter a relationship because that relationship is connected to an older version of you. The person may only understand you when you are weak. They may only feel important when you need their approval. They may only support your dream while it remains small enough not to challenge them. But when the dream begins becoming real, their behavior changes. Their jokes become sharper. Their support becomes quieter. Their advice becomes discouraging. Their happiness around you begins feeling forced. They may start competing with you in a race you never knew existed. This does not mean you should become suspicious of everyone. Suspicion can destroy sincere relationships. A good friend may question you because they care. A loving family member may worry because they see a danger you cannot see. A sincere person may give difficult advice without being jealous. Do not label every disagreement as envy. Do not say, Allah removed you because you could not handle my elevation, simply because somebody stopped agreeing with you. That attitude can become arrogance dressed as spirituality. You must examine the pattern, not one uncomfortable moment. Does the person repeatedly mock your growth? Do they encourage harmful habits you are trying to leave? Do they become happy when you fail? Do they share your secrets? Do they pressure you to disobey Allah? Do they only contact you when they need something? Do they make you feel guilty for developing healthy boundaries? Do you consistently become a worse person after spending time with them? These questions reveal more than one argument. Some relationships are removed through conflict. Others disappear slowly. Messages become less frequent. Plans stop happening. The emotional connection changes. You may try to force the relationship back to what it was, but it no longer fits your life. This can feel like loss even when the distance is healthy. You are allowed to grieve. Being separated from someone does not mean you never loved them. It does not mean every memory was false. It does not mean they were completely evil. Sometimes, two people reach a point where remaining close creates more harm than distance. You can appreciate what a person meant in one season without giving them permanent access to every future season. That is maturity. Do not turn every ending into hatred. The person may have completed their role in your life. They may have taught you something. They may have supported you when you needed them. They may also have wounded you. Both can be true. You can forgive someone without trusting them again immediately. You can make dua for someone without inviting them back into the same position. You can wish someone well from a distance. Forgiveness removes poison from your heart. Boundaries remove repeated harm from your life. You may need both. When Allah prepares you for greater responsibility, your circle matters. The people around you influence your decisions, habits, faith, and emotional state. A careless friend can destroy years of discipline in one moment. A jealous person can leak information that should have remained private. A dishonest partner can damage a reputation you worked hard to build. A person who loves attention can turn your private life into public content. This is why access must be earned. Love everyone with good character, but do not give everyone the keys to your inner world. There are levels of closeness. Some people know your name, some know your work, some know your plans. A very small number should know your deepest struggles. Not everyone deserves every level. Public elevation often attracts people who are interested in the blessing but not committed to the person carrying it. When you had nothing visible to offer, they ignored you. When your life begins changing, they suddenly become friendly. This can be confusing. Do not become rude, but remain wise. Watch consistency. Do they respect you when they receive no benefit? Do they support you privately or only when others can see them? Do they protect your name when you are absent? Do they tell you the truth or only what keeps them close to your opportunities? A true companion is not only impressed by your rise, they are concerned about your soul during the rise. They remind you to pray. They correct you respectfully. They do not feed your ego. They do not use your weakness against you. They are not afraid of your success because they do not measure their worth against yours. Sometimes the removal will be painful because you wanted to bring everyone with you. You thought, when Allah blesses me, I will help all of them. That is a beautiful intention, but you cannot force everyone to grow. Some people want the reward of your discipline without developing discipline themselves. Some want access to your opportunities, but resist the responsibility required to maintain them. Some want the old you because the old you never challenged their excuses. Your growth may become a mirror. When they look at you, they see what they could have done. Instead of becoming inspired, they become uncomfortable. Do not make yourself smaller to protect someone from that discomfort. You can remain humble without hiding your progress. You can be kind without abandoning your boundaries. You can love someone without returning to the habits that were destroying you. Here is a practical relationship technique. Place the people in your life into 3 circles. The inner circle contains people with proven trust. They know your private struggles, major plans, and sensitive information. This circle should be small. The middle circle contains good people you respect, but do not fully depend on. You can share normal parts of your life, but not everything. The outer circle contains acquaintances, followers, co-workers, or people whose character you are still learning. Treat them with respect, but protect your private information. Many people suffer because they place an outer circle person in the inner circle too quickly. Time reveals character. Pressure reveals loyalty. Success reveals hidden competition. Do not rush access. Also perform a relationship audit. After spending time with a person, ask, do I feel closer to Allah or further away? Do I feel encouraged to grow or pressured to shrink? Can I be honest around them? Do they respect my boundaries? Can they celebrate another person without making it about themselves? Can they correct me without humiliating me? Can they disagree without becoming cruel? These questions help you see the relationship clearly, but do not only examine other people. Examine yourself. Are you the friend who can handle another person's rise? Can you celebrate someone when they receive what you wanted? Can you support a friend whose name becomes known while yours remains hidden? Can you remain loyal when they become busy? Can you advise them without trying to control them? Before asking Allah for strong people around you, become a strong person for others. Do not become the person who must be removed from someone else's life because you could not handle their blessing. Purify your heart. Make dua for people who are moving forward. Support them sincerely. Your provision will not decrease because another person received theirs. What Allah has written for you cannot be stolen by someone else's success. When a relationship ends, resist the desire to expose everything. Do not share secrets because you are hurt. Do not rewrite the entire history to make yourself look innocent. Do not use religious language to publicly shame the other person. Leave with dignity. Speak only when protection, justice, or necessary clarification requires it. Silence is not always weakness. Sometimes, it is evidence that your character has become more valuable than winning the argument. The empty space after someone leaves may feel frightening, but empty space is not always punishment. It can become room for healthier relationships. It can become room for deeper worship. It can become room for your mind to recover. It can become room for people who are connected to your future rather than addicted to your past. Do not chase every person who chooses distance. Some doors should be allowed to close. Pray for clarity. Correct yourself where necessary. Apologize when you are wrong. Forgive where possible. Set boundaries where needed. Then continue. The people meant to walk beside your growth will not require you to betray your faith, silence your truth, or return to a broken version of yourself just to keep them comfortable. Lesson 5. Your name will enter rooms you never entered. There are doors you cannot open by force. There are conversations you cannot arrange. There are people you cannot reach through your own effort. Yet Allah can cause your name, your work, or your character to be mentioned in places you have never entered. Someone may recommend you. Someone may remember an act of kindness you forgot. Someone may share your work with the right person. Someone may defend your name when you are not present. Someone may say, "I know a person who would be perfect for this." Suddenly, an opportunity begins moving toward you. This does not mean every unexpected opportunity is a guaranteed sign of elevation, but it reminds us that provision and influence are not limited to what we can personally control. You may spend years thinking your next door depends only on being seen by the right person, but Allah can make the right person hear about you without you chasing them. This is why reputation matters. Your reputation is what people say about you when you leave the room. It is built through small moments. Did you keep your word? Did you complete the work properly? Did you treat people with respect when they had nothing to offer you? Did you remain honest when dishonesty would have been easier? Did you help someone without demanding recognition? Did you behave with dignity under pressure? Every small action sends your name into the future. A person you help today may remember you years later. The manager who saw your discipline may mention you after changing companies. A customer who felt respected may recommend you to 10 others. A student who benefited from your teaching may carry your words into places you will never see. Good work travels. Good character travels further. Many people focus only on networking. They ask, "Who can introduce me?" A better question is, what will people honestly say when they introduce me? Connections can bring your name into a room once. Character determines whether the room trusts that name. Do not only try to become known, become reliable, become useful. Become someone whose presence reduces problems instead of creating them. When your name enters a room before you do, it should carry evidence. He keeps his promises. She works with excellence. He does not betray trust. She remains calm under pressure. He treats everyone with respect. She does not take credit for other people's work. These sentences open stronger doors than self-promotion alone. Sometimes, Allah will allow your name to enter a room through a difficulty. A person may tell your story because they watched you survive. They may remember how you responded when you were treated unfairly. They may have seen you continue with dignity after a painful loss. Your character under pressure becomes part of your unseen introduction. This is why your reaction matters. You do not know who is quietly learning from the way you handle a hard season. You may believe nobody notices your honesty because dishonest people appear to be moving faster. Do not sell your principles for quick access. A door opened through compromise may demand more compromise to remain open. A position gained through deception may become a prison. The blessing is not only receiving an opportunity, the blessing is entering it with a clean heart and a clear conscience. Your name may also enter rooms through your work. This means you must prepare your work to travel without you. A strong piece of writing can travel. A useful video can travel. A good product can travel. A beautiful design can travel. A solved problem can travel. A sincere service can travel. Do not produce careless work and then ask why nobody recommends it. Excellence is not perfection. It is respect for the responsibility in front of you. Check the details. Correct the mistakes. Finish properly. Make the result useful. Ask, would I be proud for this work to represent me in a room I may never enter? If the answer is no, improve it. You should also prepare for the moment when the unseen recommendation becomes a visible opportunity. Some people pray for doors, but are not ready when the door opens. They do not answer the message. They miss the deadline. They arrive without preparation. They cannot explain what they do. They have talent but no discipline. The opportunity arrives, but their habits cannot hold it. Do not only pray for access, prepare for access. Keep your information organized. Know how to describe your work clearly. Develop the necessary skills. Respond professionally. Keep examples of what you have done. Learn how to communicate with confidence and humility. Make it easy for a trustworthy person to recommend you. Here is a simple technique called Become Referable. First, define what problem you solve. Do not only say, I work hard. Say clearly what you can help with. Second, build proof. Create examples, results, testimonials, projects, or visible evidence of your ability. Third, become dependable. Meet deadlines. Respond clearly. Tell the truth about what you can and cannot do. Fourth, treat small opportunities seriously. The small task may be observed by someone connected to a larger task. Fifth, leave people with peace. When people work with you, they should not fear confusion, drama, dishonesty, or disrespect. This does not mean you become perfect or allow people to exploit you. It means you become professional and principled. Your name may enter rooms through service before it enters through status. A person may remember that you helped when everyone else disappeared. A family may remember your support during a crisis. A community may remember that you served before you were given a title. Service gives weight to a name. Titles without service create noise. Service without a title creates trust. Be careful, however, when you begin hearing that people are speaking well of you. Praise can change the heart. You may begin expecting special treatment. You may become offended when someone does not recognize you. You may start introducing yourself through your achievements. Return to humility. You are still a servant of Allah. Your name may be respected in one room and completely unknown in another. That is healthy. It reminds you that your true worth does not come from recognition. Do not build your identity on being mentioned. Build it on obedience, integrity, and sincere effort. Sometimes, your name will enter a room through a false story. Someone may misrepresent you. Someone may criticize you. Someone may carry an old mistake into a new space. This can feel frightening, especially when you cannot defend yourself personally. Respond with wisdom. Correct false information when it causes real harm. Provide facts without becoming cruel. Do not chase every rumor. A person who spends all day defending their name may have no time left to build their life. Let consistent character challenge inconsistent stories. The truth may take time, but panic can create more damage. Ask Allah to protect your reputation, forgive your faults, and prevent you from becoming obsessed with people's opinions. Your name is an amana. Do not attach it to lies. Do not attach it to promises you cannot fulfill. Do not attach it to harmful behavior in private. Public respect is difficult to build and easy to damage. Guard it, but do not worship it. There may come a time when an opportunity reaches you, and you wonder, how did they even hear about me? Remember that Allah controls paths you cannot see. Your responsibility is to become the kind of person whose name deserves to be spoken with trust. Work when nobody is mentioning you. Serve when nobody is recording you. Improve when nobody is inviting you. Keep your promises when the task seems too small to matter. The room you have never entered may already be receiving evidence of the person you are becoming. And when the door finally opens, enter with gratitude. Do not behave as if your talent alone brought you there. Many talented people were never given that opportunity. Say Alhamdulillah. Prepare well. Serve sincerely. Carry your values into the room. The goal is not for your name to become famous. The goal is for your name to become connected to something beneficial, honest, and pleasing to Allah. Lesson 6. You will be tested with recognition before receiving more. Many people believe hardship is the greatest test, but recognition can be an even more dangerous test. Hardship makes you feel weak, so you turn toward Allah. Recognition can make you feel powerful, so you begin forgetting Him. When nobody knows you, you may pray for an opportunity. When the opportunity comes, people begin praising you. They tell you that you are special. They repeat your words. They ask for your advice. They treat you differently. At first, you feel grateful. Then something subtle may begin changing. You start expecting attention. You become uncomfortable when someone else receives praise. You begin measuring your value through views, followers, applause, titles, money, or invitations. You no longer ask, "Is Allah pleased with me?" You ask, "Are people still impressed by me?" This is the test of recognition. Before more is given, you may be allowed to experience a small amount of attention. How you handle that small amount may reveal whether you are ready for more. If one compliment makes you proud, 1,000 compliments may make you blind. If one opportunity makes you neglect people, greater success may make you cruel. If a small position makes you feel superior, a larger position may damage your soul. Recognition is not evil. Influence can be used for great good. A respected voice can defend truth. A successful person can support families. A public platform can educate people. A trusted leader can protect the weak. The danger is not visibility itself. The danger is what visibility awakens inside the heart. You must learn to carry praise without allowing praise to carry you away. When someone praises you, you do not need to reject every kind word. You can say, "Jazakallahu khairan," or "Thank you, please make dua for me." But inside your heart, remember what they cannot see. They see the result. They do not see the mistakes. They see the polished work. They do not see the help you received. They see the strength. They do not see the days you almost gave up. They see one ability. They do not see the many areas where you remain weak. This memory protects humility. Recognition will also test your intention. Ask yourself, would I still do this if nobody praised me? Would I still help if my name was removed? Would I still speak the truth if it reduced my popularity? Would I still create useful work if the numbers became smaller? Would I still worship Allah if nobody thought I was religious? These questions are difficult because intentions can change. You may begin an action sincerely and later become addicted to attention. This does not mean you must abandon every public good deed. It means you must regularly renew your intention. Before starting, say, Ya Allah, let this benefit people. Protect me from showing off. Do not let attention become more important to me than your pleasure. After completing the work, say, Ya Allah, accept what was sincere, forgive what was weak, and do not let me become proud. During the work, check your heart. Am I changing the truth to please the audience? Am I exaggerating to receive a stronger reaction? Am I copying others because I fear being forgotten? Am I pretending to know what I do not know? Am I speaking about my private worship to create an image? Recognition may test you through comparison. You were happy when only a few people noticed you. Then somebody else began growing faster. Suddenly, your own blessing felt small. This is how comparison steals gratitude. You are no longer looking at what Allah gave you. You are looking at what He gave someone else. Their success begins feeling like your failure. Their praise begins feeling like your rejection. Their opportunity begins feeling like something taken from you. Stop. Another person's elevation does not reduce what Allah can give you. There is no shortage in His provision. You can learn from another person without becoming jealous. You can admire their strength without hating yourself. You can pray for their success while asking Allah for your own. This is a powerful test of the heart. Can you celebrate when Allah gives someone else the public elevation you wanted? Can you remain sincere when your name is not chosen? Can you support a person who is now standing in a place you imagined for yourself? The answer shows whether you want benefit to spread or whether you only want to be the person receiving the credit. Recognition may also test the way you treat people. Watch how you speak to those who cannot help your career. Watch how you treat the worker, the cleaner, the driver, the assistant, the beginner, the person with fewer followers, or the person nobody important appears to know. Do you respect them, or do you only become kind when someone useful enters the room? Success does not create character from nothing. It magnifies what was already growing. A humble person with influence may become more generous. An arrogant person with influence may become more harmful. The test is not how you behave in front of powerful people. The test is how you behave toward those over whom you have power. Public elevation may give you authority. You may become a manager, teacher, leader, parent, creator, business owner, or respected community member. Authority is not permission to feed your ego. It is responsibility. People may become afraid to correct you. They may agree because they want access. They may laugh at weak jokes. They may hide your mistakes. This can make you believe you are always right. You need at least one trustworthy person who can tell you the truth. Not a person who humiliates you. Not a person who is secretly competing with you. A sincere person who respects you enough to say, "You were wrong. You are becoming harsh. You are neglecting your family. You are making everything about yourself. You need to slow down. This decision may damage people." Do not remove every person who corrects you. A leader surrounded only by agreement is in danger. Recognition may test your relationship with criticism as well. Before success, you said you wanted honest feedback. After success, every correction may begin feeling like disrespect. You may think, "Do they know who I am?" That sentence is a warning. Remember who you are. You are a servant of Allah, a person with strengths and weaknesses, a person who can be correct today and wrong tomorrow, a person who needs guidance until the final breath. Criticism is not always true, but it should be examined. Ask, is there evidence? Is this person sincere? Is the same issue being mentioned by different people? What part can I learn from? Take the lesson without accepting abuse. Humility does not require you to tolerate false accusations or cruelty, but pride should not prevent you from hearing truth. Money may become part of the recognition test. As your work grows, your income may grow. You may be able to buy things you once only imagined. Halal wealth is a blessing, but it carries responsibility. Will you become wasteful? Will you look down on those with less? Will your lifestyle grow so quickly that you become trapped by it? Will you compromise your values because you fear losing income? Will you remember the people who helped you before success? Will you give? Will you fulfill obligations? Will your money make you more grateful or more demanding? Do not wait until wealth arrives to decide your values. Decide now. Set principles. What will you never promote? What kind of work will you refuse? What amount will you give regularly? How will you protect your family from showing off? How will you prevent luxury from becoming your identity? Recognition may even affect your worship. At first, you made dua with tears because you needed Allah. Later, you become busy. Messages increase, meetings increase. People need you. Your prayers become rushed. Your Quran disappears from your routine. You speak publicly about faith while privately becoming empty. This is one of the greatest dangers. Never let the work you claim to do for Allah pull you away from Allah. Your public benefit cannot replace your private worship. Your followers cannot make sujood for you. Your team cannot repent for you. Your reputation cannot stand in your place before Allah. Protect the relationship that existed before people knew your name. Here are practical techniques for passing the recognition test. First, keep hidden worship. The more public your life becomes, the more private worship you need. Keep something only between you and Allah. Second, share credit. When others help, mention them. Do not act as if every result came from you alone. Third, remain connected to ordinary responsibilities. Help at home. Keep promises to family. Clean your own space. Sit with people who knew you before the title. These actions remind you that you are human. Fourth, create a praise response. When praised, thank the person without feeding your ego. Then quietly ask Allah to make you better than people assume and to forgive what they do not know. Fifth, schedule an intention reset. Once a week, ask why you are doing your work. Write the honest answer. If attention has become the main reason, correct your direction. Sixth, limit your exposure to numbers. Constantly checking views, likes, rankings, income, or followers can make your heart unstable. Review what is necessary for improvement, then return to the work. Seventh, keep a truth teller. Give a trustworthy person permission to challenge you. Eighth, continue serving people who cannot repay you. This breaks the habit of only doing what increases your public value. Ninth, remember death. One day your title will belong to someone else. Your account will become inactive. The room will continue without you. What remains is what Allah accepted. This thought does not make life meaningless. It makes sincerity urgent. Recognition can become a beautiful tool when the heart remains free. You can use attention to direct people toward hope. You can use money to relieve suffering. You can use influence to protect truth. You can use your story to help those still trapped in the place you escaped. But never believe the public platform belongs to you permanently. It is a trust. It can increase. It can disappear. It can be given to another person. Hold it with open hands. Do your best. Remain grateful. Accept correction. Return to Allah often. The greatest evidence that you are ready for more is not that you demand more. It is that what you already received made you more humble, more responsible, and more beneficial. Lesson 7. The same place that humiliated you will witness your elevation. There are places connected to your deepest pain, a room where somebody rejected you, a workplace where your ability was mocked, a family gathering where you were compared to everyone else, a school where you were made to feel unintelligent, a community where your mistake became your identity, a relationship where your love was treated as weakness, a season where people watched you fall and decided you would never rise again. You may still remember the exact words. You will never succeed. You are not good enough. Nobody will take you seriously. You always fail. You cannot change. Those words may have entered your mind so deeply that you began repeating them to yourself. The humiliation did not end when the moment ended. It became an inner voice. But healing begins when you understand that the people who saw one chapter did not see the whole story Allah could write. They saw you before the lesson. They saw you during the mistake. They saw you while you were confused. They saw you when your confidence was broken. They judged your entire future through one painful season. But Allah is not limited by their conclusion. He can rebuild a person in the same world that watched them collapse. He can place dignity where there was shame. He can place wisdom where there was confusion. He can place strength where there was fear. He can place service where there was suffering. And sometimes, the same people who witnessed your lowest season will also witness the evidence of your transformation. This does not always mean you will become famous. Public elevation can appear in many forms. It may be your reputation being restored. It may be receiving trust after years of being doubted. It may be leading in an area where you were once rejected. It may be returning to help people in the place that once harmed you. It may be speaking with confidence in a room where you once could not lift your eyes. It may be building a peaceful family after growing up around pain. It may be becoming financially stable after people mocked your poverty. It may be completing an education after being called incapable. It may be living with dignity after someone tried to destroy your self-worth. The elevation is public because the change becomes visible. People do not only hear that you changed, they can see it. But this moment contains a serious test. When you return stronger to the place that humiliated you, what will you do with your strength? Will you seek revenge? Will you shame the people who shamed you? Will you use your success to make them feel worthless? Will you become the same kind of person who wounded you? Or will your character prove that Allah did not only change your condition, He purified your response? Revenge may feel powerful, but it often keeps the wound alive. You imagine that one day you will succeed and finally make them regret everything. You imagine their faces. You imagine your speech. You imagine showing them that they were wrong. This fantasy gives temporary energy, but it also gives your past too much control. You are still living for their reaction. You are still asking them to confirm that you matter. Public elevation becomes true freedom when you no longer need the people who humiliated you to understand your worth. Their apology may never come. Their regret may remain hidden. Some may deny that they ever harmed you. Some may take credit for your growth. Some may say, "We always knew you could do it." Some may continue criticizing because accepting your transformation would force them to question their judgment. Your peace cannot depend on their confession. You must heal even if they never admit what they did. You must grow even if they never clap. You must obey Allah even if they remain unfair. This is difficult, but it is powerful. Your elevation is not complete if your body has moved forward while your heart is still begging the past for justice in every conversation. Justice matters. Accountability matters. Protecting others from harm matters. Islam does not require you to pretend abuse was acceptable. But there is a difference between seeking justice and becoming consumed by revenge. Justice asks, how can harm be stopped? Revenge asks, how can I make them suffer as I suffered? One protects dignity. The other can slowly destroy it. When the same place witnesses your elevation, let your strength become useful. You know what humiliation feels like. Therefore, do not humiliate others. You know what rejection feels like. Therefore, notice the person standing alone. You know what it feels like to be underestimated. Therefore, do not judge someone only by their current condition. You know what it feels like to be denied an opportunity. Therefore, when you receive authority, open fair doors for deserving people. Your wound can become wisdom. Your pain can become service. Your history can become a bridge for someone who is still trapped where you once stood. This is one of the most beautiful forms of elevation. You do not only escape the fire, you return carrying water, Think about the person who was mocked for struggling to learn. Years later, they become a patient teacher. They understand the embarrassed student because they remember being that student. Think about the person whose family suffered financially. Years later, they build a business and employ people with dignity. They remember what it felt like to ask for help. Think about the person who was ignored during emotional pain. Years later, they become someone who listens carefully. They refuse to make another person feel invisible. Think about the person whose mistake was discussed publicly. Years later, they become careful with other people's faults. They know how deeply careless words can injure a soul. Pain does not automatically make a person wise. Some people repeat the pain. Wisdom comes when you process the pain with faith, honesty, and responsibility. You must ask, what did this experience teach me? What weakness did it expose? What boundary did I need? What kind of person do I refuse to become? How can this story help someone else? These questions turn suffering into direction. Your public elevation may also require you to return physically or emotionally to a place you avoided. Perhaps you must speak in front of people after years of fearing judgment. Perhaps you must apply again after a painful rejection. Perhaps you must lead after a previous failure. Perhaps you must enter a healthy relationship after betrayal. Perhaps you must trust your ability after being repeatedly criticized. Returning does not mean forgetting. It means the memory no longer controls your body. You can stand in the room without becoming the broken version of yourself again. This takes preparation. Do not enter the old place only to prove something. Enter because you have a responsibility, opportunity, or purpose. Before returning, ask, why am I going back? What outcome do I need? What boundaries must remain? What emotions may be triggered? Who can support me? What will I do if somebody repeats the old behavior? Preparation protects your progress. You may need to practice what you will say. You may need to limit the amount of time you stay. You may need to refuse certain conversations. You may need to bring a trustworthy person. You may need to remind yourself that you can leave. Strength is not always remaining in the room. Sometimes, strength is knowing when to walk away. The same place witnessing your elevation does not mean you must return to every harmful person. Some doors should remain closed. Some environments are unsafe. Some people have not changed. You do not need to put yourself in danger to create a dramatic victory. Your life can become evidence from a distance. They may hear about your growth. They may see the change without receiving access to you. Elevation includes wisdom. It does not require unnecessary exposure to harm. You may also discover that the place was not the only source of humiliation. Part of the wound now lives inside you. Even after leaving, you speak to yourself using their words. You make one mistake and say, I am useless. You face one delay and say, they were right about me. You see another person succeeding and say, I will never become anything. This inner humiliation must end. Do not become the voice of the people who hurt you. Challenge the lie with truth. Instead of saying, I always fail, say, I have failed before, but failure is an event, not my identity. Instead of saying, nobody respects me, say, some people treated me without respect, but their behavior does not define my worth. Instead of saying, it is too late, say, I can take one correct step today. Instead of saying, Allah has forgotten me, say, I do not understand the timing, but Allah has not lost control. Your language shapes your courage. Use honest words. Do not create false confidence. Do not claim you have no weakness. Say, I am still learning. I am healing. I am becoming more disciplined. I made mistakes, but I am correcting them. I do not need to remain the person I was. This is strong because it is true. When public elevation comes, people may suddenly focus on your result and forget the process. They will see the position, but not the private tears. They will see the confidence, but not the years of fear. They will see the answer, but not the nights of dua. They will see the opportunity, but not the doors that closed. You may feel tempted to explain every detail, so they understand how much you suffered. You do not need everyone to understand. Some parts of your journey belong only to you and Allah. Share what can benefit people. Protect what is sacred. Do not turn every wound into content. Your pain deserves healing before it becomes a public lesson. An open wound speaks differently from a healed scar. An open wound often seeks validation. A healed scar offers wisdom. Give yourself time. Public elevation can also expose people's changing behavior. Those who ignored you may now want closeness. Those who doubted you may now ask for help. Those who laughed may now speak respectfully. How should you respond? With wisdom, not ego. You are not required to pretend the past never happened. Trust can be rebuilt slowly. Access can remain limited. But do not become addicted to making people feel guilty. You know how painful humiliation is. Do not use your new position to create the same pain. Treat people according to their present character, while remembering the lessons of their past behavior. Forgive when you can. Protect yourself where needed. Remain fair. Some people may sincerely change. Give room for repentance and growth without becoming careless. You also changed. Allow others the possibility of change, but look for evidence. Words are easy. Patterns matter. The greatest danger is allowing public victory to produce private pride. You may start believing you succeeded because you were always better than everyone. But remember the help that reached you. Remember the person who encouraged you. Remember the teacher who corrected you. Remember the opportunity you did not create. Remember the health, time, mind, and ability Allah gave you. Remember the mistakes He covered. Remember the doors He protected you from. Gratitude keeps elevation from becoming corruption. Say Alhamdulillah when you enter the room. Say Alhamdulillah when your name is respected. Say Alhamdulillah when people finally see the change. But do not worship the moment. Public approval is unstable. The same crowd that praises today may criticize tomorrow. If your identity depends on their applause, your peace will disappear when their mood changes. Anchor yourself in something deeper. Your value is not created by the room. Your duty is not created by the room. Your relationship with Allah should not rise and fall according to the room. You were responsible for sincerity before they respected you. You remain responsible after they respect you. Sometimes, the greatest public elevation is not being placed above the people who hurt you. It is being freed from the need to stand above them. You no longer compare. You no longer compete. You no longer rehearse imaginary arguments. You no longer build your whole future around showing them what they lost. You become peaceful. That peace is a form of victory. The place still exists. The memory still exists, but it no longer controls your decisions. You can remember without becoming trapped. You can speak without shaking. You can see the person without becoming the old version of yourself. You can leave without carrying the room home inside your mind. This is elevation of the soul. There may be a day when someone who once laughed asks for your advice. Do not miss the meaning of that moment. You could use it to feed your ego, or you could see it as a trust. Answer with dignity. Do not say, "Now you need me." Say what is beneficial. Protect necessary boundaries, then continue your life. Your mercy does not prove that their behavior was acceptable. It proves that their behavior did not succeed in turning you into them. That is power. Your story may become public, but keep the lesson clear. Do not teach people that every believer is guaranteed fame after hardship. That is not true. Some righteous people remain unknown to the world. Some receive visible honor. Others receive peace, wisdom, family, faith, or reward that people cannot measure. Elevation belongs to Allah, and it appears in different forms. The purpose is not to demand a public stage, The purpose is to become faithful through every stage. But when Allah does allow a visible transformation, carry it carefully. Use these practical steps to turn humiliation into elevation. First, separate the event from your identity. Write what happened without adding a permanent label. I was rejected is an event. I am a rejected person is an identity. Do not confuse them. Second, identify the lesson. What skill, boundary, or understanding did the experience show you that you needed? Third, repair what was truly weak. Perhaps the criticism was cruel, but one part was correct. Improve that part without accepting the cruelty. Fourth, release the impossible task of controlling everyone's opinion. Some people will misunderstand you no matter how carefully you explain. Fifth, build visible evidence. Do the work. Develop the skill. Keep the promise. Let time show the change. Sixth, protect your heart from revenge. When revenge appears, make dua for justice, guidance, and freedom from hatred. Seventh, use the pain to serve. Help someone facing the same kind of struggle. Eighth, prepare for the new responsibility. Do not become so focused on proving the past wrong that you fail to handle the future correctly. Ninth, remember Allah in the moment of victory. The moment you once imagined may finally arrive. Do not forget the one who carried you there. 10th, remain teachable. Elevation is not graduation from growth. You still need correction. You still need repentance. You still need Allah. One day you may stand in a place that once made you feel small, but this time you will not enter as the same person. You will carry discipline developed in silence. You will carry wisdom produced by pain. You will carry boundaries created through loss. You will carry faith strengthened through delay. You will carry humility protected through private tests. People may only see the final moment. You will know what it cost. Do not waste that moment on arrogance. Let it become worship. Let it become gratitude. Let it become service. Let it become evidence that a painful chapter did not have the authority to write the ending. The same place that witnessed your tears may witness your peace. The same people who saw your weakness may see your discipline. The same room that rejected your voice may become silent when you speak. But the greatest elevation will not be that they finally recognize you. It will be that you no longer need their recognition to know who you are. You will stand with dignity, not because people changed their opinion, but because Allah taught your heart to stop living beneath it. Maybe you are still healing. Maybe some nights are still difficult. Maybe you do not yet recognize the woman Allah is rebuilding. But do not mistake slow progress for no progress. Every boundary you keep is progress. Every prayer you return to is progress. Every time you choose dignity over desperation, you are becoming stronger. The woman who cried in silence is not forgotten. Allah saw her, Allah heard her, and Allah is still writing her story. So do not return to the places that taught you to feel small. Do not beg people to give you the worth Allah already placed within you. Keep walking, keep praying, keep trusting. One day, you will look back and realize that the season that broke your heart also awakened your soul. May Allah heal every hidden wound, restore every tired heart, and transform every broken woman into a peaceful, confident, and blessed woman. Ameen. Write, Allah is rebuilding me, if you are ready to begin again.